he just puts the time and stuff.
So we're gonna go ahead and reconvene the meeting at 8:55. So we're gonna move on to item A, discuss, consider, and take action to fill the position of the city administrator for the city of Odem to start no later than February 26, 2024. Do I have a motion?
I move that to approve Sal Hernandez for the position of city administrator for the city of Odem on a 3-year contract in an amount of $65,000 and a year.
Evaluation. February 26th.
Which make a contingency of a final contract
Signatures.
signature for both parties. She didn't want to say it.
I second it.
So we have a motion from Councilman Falcon to approve Sal Hernandez for the position of the city administrator for the city of Odem on a 3-year contract in the amount of $65,000 a year to start no later than February 26th, contingent on final contract signatures by both parties. Do I have a second? We keep this, we're not the right thing. So I have a second by Councilman Huerta. Do we have any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, we had some good candidates, and I thank you for taking your time to interview all the candidates. And we can send a letter to the candidates, thanking them for their time.
I think we interviewed somewhere around 10 candidates, and we narrowed it down to 4 candidates. And Mr. Hernandez was one of the 4 candidates that we discussed in closed session. And I think that, oh, I'm sorry, give me that back. So I think that, like I said, the motion contingent on the contract, the final contract, we can hopefully get started soon and he can start, he's going to have to hit the ground running because there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed. So, so I do appreciate all the candidates. I don't know if they're listening in. Some of them were as far as the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but if they are, we appreciate their time coming down here and being interviewed, and I wish them luck. And I will be sending out notices that we've decided we've chosen our candidate for the position. Any other discussion? Anyone? So we're gonna go ahead and move forward with the vote. Place 1.
Yes.
Place 2.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Place 3.
Yes.
Place 4.
Yes.
Place 5. Okay, motion carries.
Congratulations.
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 Well, by the way, that's salad. Stand up so they know you are.
So we're gonna go ahead
So
and
tomorrow your phone can be blowing up.
we're gonna move over to item B, discuss, consider, and take action in this year's. No, this. Discuss, consider, and take possible disciplinary action in regards to the position of Chief of Police for the City of Odem in regards to management of the Police Department funds / grants. Do I have a motion? So there's no motion on this action item, so we will not, we're gonna.
Motion dies.
Motion dies.
For lack of second.
Motion dies.
For lack of any.
We're gonna move on to item 5, reports. Place 1, any reports, sir?
No.
Place 3,
Got it right. No.
place 4.
Yes, there's a bunch of discussion here with the EDC, so you're more than welcome. We're gonna have a meeting on Monday. So we're more than welcome. Anybody come show up. And we're gonna have a couple of things probably on the agenda and maybe iron out this situation with the monies.
The bids.
Also, we're gonna have probably. And then also improvement on the parks. The mayor wanted to probably hit that, the main park we're gonna probably get some bids and maybe design or something like that. You wanted a team, right, to maybe hit that one?
Like a committee to
Yeah,
kind of look at what we can do out there.
right. And also we're gonna discuss Eastern Park or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things gonna be good.
Place.
My reports, hang on.
Oh, you still on it? Okay.
No, I see. Now I forgot. Oh, the issue on the bathroom, I don't know, we could probably discuss, maybe put doors with combinations. That'll solve the last problem. So all we do is give, text them a combination. People can get in there or something like
Well,
that.
don't we have a on-call person on the weekend?
We do, and that was something that I was going to talk to, because we do have our maintenance guys usually in the mornings. I have them making rounds to make sure that, the lift stations aren't flashing red lights and that we don't have any issues. Some of the repairs that we may have done during the week, that they go and check on them, make sure that they're still holding. So I might just go ahead and get with them about unlocking.
It was always done like that for years, so I don't know how they got off track.
Yeah.
Now, the combination thing won't work because like Chucky mentioned, there's people that come and just stop it. So how are you gonna give them the code?
Yeah, no, I think we can do where we can open them and then in the evening close them. So like that, we don't have
Make the
any,
rounds, they close it up.
yeah, so we can do that.
That's it.
Place
That's all.
five.
That's it, man.
So I don't
Yes.
forget you.
Okay.
I know there was a representative, I don't know if you know, from the fire department that came asking to see if EDC could help with one of the tanker trucks.
Mhm.
How's the city looking as far as to being able to, with those repairs?
So actually, I had met with them already. I had met with the chief and told him that I was waiting to close out the fiscal year 2023 before we would make any additional expenses, because we went and we actually took that brush truck out because they had a new pump. So we paid for that because that was approved in the previous administration with the previous budget. We also paid to get the big tanker out. So I explained to them that, since this was something new, this was going to go on this new budget year. So we were going to have to hold off until Hilda closed out the previous year. And then, once the numbers were put in, that we would work on getting that fixed. Hilda's already taken care of that. I've already talked to them about getting somebody, but now it won't start. So we're gonna have to get it started before we can drive it to the mechanic shop to get the transmission fixed. But they have the funds to pay for it out of their budget.
Another thing, do you remember before we would get monthly expenditures with department balances and stuff, or can we start getting those back up again?
Yeah, I think I was trying to do that with Ms. Hilda today, but I forgot that she was out. And she kind of texted me that she's like, oh, I'm in San Antonio. Remember I told you I was coming for a personal matter. And I said, oh, I forgot. So I was trying to get that for y'all today. And unfortunately I couldn't because she was out. So, but we'll try to get that going again next month. And hopefully we'll have our new city administrator in place and he'll be able to help us with that as well. So,
We got a T-mill event, March, remember the date? See if anybody wants to go to that one. It's the mid-conference in March.
It's at Marcus.
San Marcos. Dates to be, it's on T-mill, I think so.
Yes, sir.
A question for Mr. Falcon. What time Monday?
6:30.
6:30?
It will be on the agenda, sir.
6:30. 6:30.
You're the president, you should know what time?
No, the secretary put it out. What time?
I'm not the secretary.
We agreed, remember,
We agreed
at the
to
meeting at
6:30.
6:30.
There you go.
See?
I'm not the secretary.
So on my end, the only thing that I have is I know that when we were doing the budgets, I know that we had the appraisal district. They came out here. I think some people talked to the appraisal district, and they talked about, well, based on their numbers, we were going to collect like 1.2 million or 1.4 million dollars in taxes. Of course, I looked back and we've never collected that kind of money. January 31st was the last day of like tax dollars. And for December, we collected about 200 and something thousand. And then for December, we collected about 500 and something thousand, which puts us at, a little over 700,000. So we didn't even come close. So million. Now, of course, now going forward, we'll get the late tax dollars coming in, kind of trickling a little bit. But we're going to continue to manage our discretionary spending because, I mean, obviously, we need to manage that going forward, but we can continue to do that. And our monthly expenses have gone down. I think for January, our monthly expenses were about $180-something thousand for the month of January, and they were somewhere around the $250,000 to $280,000 a month. So our monthly expenses are coming down. We paid off one of the bonds that we had, so that was a big one. So financially, we're starting to look a little bit better, but we still, like I said, the tax dollars that were expected didn't materialize. So we're going to continue to work on managing our discretionary spending, and hopefully, in the next, 2 to 3 years, we'll look better overall.
help.
So, and of
We'll
course,
have help.
we'll have help.
Are we hiring for the water department?
We are hiring. We have a position open for the water department. I need somebody with a Class C license for the water department. And like I said, we're also looking at potentially hiring another maintenance person because our guys are overwhelmed. So if you know anybody who has a Class C water and wastewater license, send them our way. And we'll get on those potholes as soon as we can. Hopefully, we'll get that new mix in this next week, and the guys can start, patching some of these potholes. The bigger ones, of course, hopefully, we can work with the commissioner to get some of those bigger potholes addressed temporarily until we decide on how we want to use some of the street maintenance fund.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay, there's a motion to adjourn by Councilman Falcon, second by Councilman Candela. Place 1?
Yes.
Place 3?
Yes.
Place 4?
Yes.
Place 5? I had to think about it.
Yes.
Está mal.